You look in the mirror and barely recognize yourself. There is chronic pain in your shoulders. You haven't slept through the night for months, perhaps years. Your stomach lives in a constant knot, and your mind, which was once sharp, now seems to be swimming in a dense fog. You go to doctors, you get tests, and the results come back normal. They say it's stress, they say it's anxiety, but there is a secret you may not have told anyone yet, not even yourself. This pain, this exhaustion, this fog, it all seems to get worse, or manifest in strange ways, when you are near a specific person, or ironically, when you are away from them and feel an almost physical withdrawal. You try to convince yourself that the relationship has its ups and downs, that love is complicated, but your body doesn't lie. While your mind tries to justify, your body is at war. It is screaming. The confusion is paralyzing. How can I love someone who makes me feel physically sick? The answer is that what you are feeling is not love. It is a trauma bond, and your body has been the scorecard for this silent battle. It has registered every lie, every manipulation, every step on eggshells. Today, we will not talk about the emotional signs. We are going to decode the physical screams. We will unravel the 3 deep and undeniable changes your body undergoes when it is trapped in a trauma bond. My name is Lauren Mitchell. My purpose with this channel is to show that the problem was never you, and more importantly, that you are not alone. If this video resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and leave your like on the video. I count on your support. Before we list the changes, we need to understand the battlefield. Physiologically, what is trauma bonding? Why is it more addictive than any known substance? Forget about pop psychology for a moment. Think about biochemistry. The trauma bond is formed through a process called intermittent reinforcement. It is the same principle used to train animals, and the same mechanism that hooks gamblers on slot machines. The narcissistic person is not cruel to you all the time. That would be easy to identify. The abuse is interspersed with moments of love, kindness, and crumbs of affection. It's the famous roller coaster. Idealization, then devaluation. Moments of unbearable tension followed by sudden relief in a honeymoon. What does this do to your brain and your body? It creates a devastating chemical cocktail. When you are in the tension phase, the devaluation, the silent treatment, your body is flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone, and adrenaline. You are in survival mode, in fight or flight. Your heart pounds, your digestion stops, your muscles contract. You are in danger. Then, when the narcissistic person finally gives you that crumb of affection, an "I love you," a hug, or simply stops yelling, your brain releases a massive wave of dopamine, the reward neurotransmitter, and oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This relief from pain, the withdrawal of cortisol, combined with the reward, the dopamine surge, creates a bond stronger than any healthy bond would ever create. You don't fall in love with the person. You become addicted to the relief from the pain that they themselves cause. That is why you feel withdrawal when you are away. That is why you feel a magnetic pullback, even knowing they are bad for you. Your body is literally begging for the next dose of dopamine, for the next pause in the cortisol cycle. That is why your confusion is so deep. Your logical mind says, "This person destroys me." But your brain's reward system, hijacked by this cycle, screams, "I need this person to survive." You are not weak. You are not stupid. You are trapped in a biochemical cycle designed to be inescapable. Your body, however, cannot sustain this chemical war forever. It begins to break down. And this is where the physical changes become deafening screams. Change number 1, somatic hypervigilance. The first change that happens is that your nervous system loses the off switch. In a healthy life, your body goes into fight or flight, sympathetic nervous system, when there is a real and immediate danger. A car speeding towards you, a mugging. After the danger passes, the rest and digest system, parasympathetic, takes over. The body relaxes, the heart rate slows down, digestion resumes. In a trauma bond, the danger is not a car. The danger is unpredictable. The danger is the narcissistic person's mood. It is their tone of voice. It is the sound of the key in the door. Because the danger is constant and unpredictable, your body never receives the all-clear signal. It remains permanently stuck in fight or flight mode. This is called hypervigilance. But this hypervigilance is not just mental. It is somatic. It is inscribed in your muscles, in your organs. You know what this is. It's the feeling of being wired all the time. It is the inability to relax, even when you are alone. You lie down to sleep, and your mind is racing 1,000,000 miles an hour. Your heart pounds for no apparent reason. You get startled by normal house noises. This is your body screaming that it does not feel safe. Let's decode how this hypervigilance manifests physically. Chronic muscle tension. Are your shoulders permanently clenched as if you are ready to take a blow? Do you live with pain in your neck and upper back that no massage can solve? This is your body bracing for battle. It is the physical posture of someone who is walking on eggshells. Constant digestive issues. The fight or flight system shuts down non-essential functions. And the first to stop is digestion. Do you live with heartburn, acid reflux, irritable bowel syndrome, gas, bloating, constipation, or diarrhea? This is not what you ate. This is your stomach screaming that it is in a war zone and cannot process food, much less your reality. It is the infamous knot in your stomach. Bruxism and jaw pain. Do you wake up with a headache? With a locked jaw? Did the dentist say you are grinding your teeth? Bruxism. This is unprocessed tension. During the day, you force yourself to bite your tongue, not to respond, to stay silent to avoid a conflict. At night, your body tries to bite back. It is your unsaid anger and fear, manifesting in the only part of your body that can still fight. Insomnia and sleep disturbances. How can the body relax and enter deep sleep if it believes it is in danger? You lie down, but you don't turn off. You wake up in the middle of the night, drenched in sweat, with your heart racing because of a nightmare. Or worse, you wake up at 3 a.m. and the anxiety about what will happen tomorrow consumes you. Sleep stops being a refuge and becomes just another symptom of the state of alert. Your body was not made to live, made like this. This constant red alert state is the first scream. It is your fire alarm going off 24 hours a day. And what happens when an alarm rings non-stop? The system eventually collapses. Change number 2. Adrenal exhaustion and mental fog. No organism can sustain the level of cortisol and adrenaline from change 1 indefinitely. The human body is resilient, but it is not infinite. After months or years of functioning in the red, your adrenal glands, responsible for producing these stress hormones, simply run out. They can no longer produce enough cortisol to deal with daily stress, not even normal stress. You enter a state of collapse. This is the second change, the second scream. Adrenal exhaustion, also known as chronic fatigue. This is not the normal tiredness of a day at work. It is not something that a good night's sleep or a weekend off can cure. It is a deep, cellular exhaustion. It is the feeling of having aged decades in a few years. Do you feel like this? As if your body is heavy, made of lead? Do you wake up in the morning already feeling exhausted, as if you haven't slept at all? Do you need caffeine, sugar, or carbohydrates just to get through the day? Seeking energy spikes that never come? This is your body running on empty. It burned all its reserves trying to keep you safe in the chaotic environment of the trauma bond. And this physical exhaustion brings one of the most frightening and scientifically validated symptoms, brain fog. Your brain is you're literally inflamed. Prolonged excess cortisol is neurotoxic. It damages the hippocampus, the area of your brain responsible for memory and learning. That is why you feel dumb. That is why you, an intelligent and capable person, suddenly cannot concentrate. Let's decode the brain fog. Short-term memory loss. You forget why you entered the room. You constantly lose your keys, wallet, phone. You don't remember what you ate for breakfast. The narcissistic person uses this against you, saying you are crazy or forgetful. But this is a physical symptom of trauma. Difficulty focusing. Reading. A paragraph in a book becomes impossible. Following a movie is difficult. Maintaining focus in a work meeting is a Herculean struggle. Your mind seems like a radio off station, full of static. Inability to make decisions. Even simple decisions like what to make for dinner or what outfit to wear seem overwhelming. Your brain is so overloaded with the micromanagement of your emotional survival that it has no energy for executive decisions. Compromised immune system. Along with the adrenal collapse comes the immune collapse. Do you constantly get sick? Catch every cold? Have outbreaks of herpes, candidiasis, or allergies you never had before? Your body is so busy dealing with the internal threat, stress, that it has no soldiers to fight external threats, viruses and bacteria. Chronic pain and inflammation, fibromyalgia, migraines, joint pain, autoimmune diseases that mysteriously appear or worsen. This is systemic inflammation. Your body is literally inflamed from stress, this fog, this exhaustion, this constant illness. It's not you. It is your body screaming that the system is collapsing. It is diverting all energy from your mind, from your immune system, just to keep your vital organs functioning under constant attack. The body is saying, I can't take this anymore. Change number 3, dissociation and body disconnection. When the constant alert, change 1, and the system collapse, change 2, become unbearable, the human body and mind have one last, desperate defense mechanism. If you can't fight, and you can't flee, and the system is overwhelmed, only one option remains: shut down. This is the third change. It is the most subtle, the deepest, and the scariest. It is dissociation. It is the anesthesia of survival. The pain, emotional and physical, becomes so great, so chronic, that your brain, to protect you from madness, simply pulls the plug. It disconnects from the body. Dissociation is your body screaming in silence. You start living life as if you were an observer. You are there, but you are not. You see things happening, but you don't feel them. It's like watching a movie of your own life. This is called depersonalization, or the world around you seems fake, strange, as if you were in a dream or underwater. This is derealization. But the deepest symptom is the physical disconnection. You stop inhabiting your body. How does this manifest? Physical and emotional numbness. You feel dead inside. The things that used to give you joy no longer do. The things that should make you sad don't either. It is an emptiness. But this is also physical. You cut yourself and take a while to notice. You hit your arm on a door and barely feel it. Your libido, your sexual desire, dead. The body, to stop feeling the emotional pain, turns off all sensations, including pleasure. Loss of body signals. You stop feeling hungry. You forget to eat. Or the opposite. You compulsively eat, using food to try to feel something, to ground yourself. You stop feeling thirsty. You stop feeling tired, until you collapse from exhaustion. You have lost the connection to the basic life maintenance signals that your body sends. Fragmented memories. Do you have holes in time? Do you know a horrible fight happened yesterday, but the details are nebulous? You don't remember what was said, only the feeling of terror. This is the brain dissociating to protect you. It doesn't register the trauma in linear detail because it would be unbearable. The feeling of not being in your body. When the narcissistic person is abusive, do you feel like you leave your body? Do you focus on a spot on the wall, on a sound outside? Do you feel like you are floating above the situation? This is the survival mechanism in action. This is your body's most desperate scream. It is the body saying, I prefer not to exist than to exist in this pain. Dissociation is what allows a victim to remain in an abusive situation for so long. They become a shell. They survive, but they don't live. They are stuck on autopilot, anesthetized, and the narcissistic person prefers it this way because a dissociated person is easier to control. They no longer fight back. If you recognized yourself here, know that this is not madness. It is the most extreme survival mechanism of a cornered mammal. Your body chose fake death, the shutdown, to survive real death, the annihilation of your psyche, hypervigilance, exhaustion and fog, dissociation and anesthesia. These are not weaknesses of yours. These are not generic anxiety problems or work stress. These are the 3 sequential and profound changes your body screams when your mind has been silenced by a trauma bond. Your body has been the scorecard. It has been the honest diary in a relationship full of lies. For years, you were taught to ignore this compass. When your stomach tied itself in a knot, the narcissistic person told you it was your paranoia. When your body begged for rest, they called you lazy. When your mind became foggy, they called you incompetent or crazy. You were conditioned to believe that your body was betraying you. The truth is the exact opposite. Your body is the only thing that has been screaming the truth the entire time. It has fought for you. It has sacrificed for you. It has endured the unthinkable to keep you alive, healing from the trauma. Bond does not start in the mind. The mind is addicted, confused, and trapped in cognitive dissonance. Healing starts when you finally stop, silence the outside world, and listen to your body. The pain in your back is not stress. It is the burden. Your exhaustion is not laziness. It is grief. Your numbness is not apathy. It is armor. Your body is not your enemy. It is your most loyal ally. It is giving you the exact map of your pain, and therefore, the map to your way out. Listening to these screams is not the problem. It is the solution. Your physical discomfort is your permission to leave. In the description of this video, you will find a link with support materials created with great care to help you understand and reframe what you have lived or are living. Feel free to leave your story, your vent, or even a suggestion for the next video theme in the comments below. Click on the suggested video on the screen and continue with me. Remember, you are light. Never forget to shine.